need to understand, despite the promotion of liberal ideologies in the West, you are and have always been inferior in the eyes of the Caucasian. You've watched people make memes without consequence about George Floyd, without consequence about Mike Brown, without consequence about the deaths of our youth. Yet they will expel your youth for doing the same. Look how effortlessly they attempt to doom you to a life of squalor. Never be deceived. You must understand your enemy, especially when you're not at a technological, resourced, or experience advantage. You must understand your enemy. And what you must understand about a Neanderthal is that there is no logic. There is a hatred and a thirst for blood. The ideas of free speech and debates are only superficial masks that hide their genocidal psychopathy. Look at the contradictions. They are so consumed with the vile emotion of hatred that they fail to remain consistent. They cannot stand on a single word they utter. So a single word they utter should never be trusted. The Vietnamese understood their enemy, so fought accordingly. Gandhi understood that the British want to be perceived as virtuous and regal, so fought accordingly. So recognize, although the world is improving and slowly becoming more equal, that your enemy lives alongside you, wearing a mask. You must be prepared or prepare to be doomed. Understand, the enemy has a thirst for your blood. You have Guna fan accounts, men pretending to be black, all of a sudden pleading for war. That is their fantasy. Your murder, your death, and your existence scourged from the earth. The racism, the bigotry, and absolutely fascist backdrop of this murder should have been a clear revelation to all black men all over the world that every waking moment of this life should be spent on the attainment of power, physical, financial, and spiritual. This is the only possible chance you have to not fall victim to their grander ambitions. Your demise.
It's time for us to just put the imperial hat back on to make the country better.
People on the left are going to watch this. They're going to say, "Wait a minute, Eric Prince is talking about being a colonialist again."
Absolutely, yes.
Words have immense power.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year.
The devil didn't have to lay a single hand on Eve to get her to bite the apple. Caroline Bryant didn't need to lift a hand to slaughter Emmett Till. This is all from the tongue. And Charlie Kirk didn't even need to stand up to walk himself into eternal damnation. Proverbs 21:23. Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity. Live by this verse, Christian or not. Nothing is more powerful than the tongue. Now the next lesson is that it is clear the enemy possesses a deep homoerotic fetish for the black man. In 1 week, you can see the indifference in one white male murdering another.
He wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
A white male neutralizing children, but the vile, directed hatred when a black man murders. These people obsess over us so heavily that this boy's last thoughts and last words were on a topic clearly having nothing to do with the black man. The poetic justice is ridiculous. This man lived a life so thoroughly on our dick that he literally died gagging on the thought of the black man by means of a white boy from Ohio. You couldn't script this. The final lesson to take from all of this is that Charlie Kirk is a victim of a parasitic culture. You can go through hours of scrolling through Twitter and not find one empowering or significant contribution this man offered to society. Just hate. All they can talk about in regards to his murder is free speech. Not one powerful quotable, not one significant impact, but they are forcing people to mourn. Even their European allies, with their detestable human rights record, wouldn't hold silence for this grifter. But despite my detest for spewing this level of hatred, Charlie Kirk is a victim. The loss of identity of the young Caucasian male is being exploited by countless influencers. As this is where the money is, the hatred of the black man, LGBTQ and other minority communities is so profitable that this man grifted to the grave chasing this bag.